Hello everyone, this is Bertina Amy here and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos. And otherwise, welcome back to my channel. I hope you find these videos useful. So for today's project, I thought I would do a DIY no-sew child sleeping bag inspired by the DIY no-sew blankets. I had never done a project like this before, but I wanted to make something like this for my daughter. I was going to originally make a DIY no-sew blanket, but I felt that that was very overused on YouTube, so I wanted to try this instead. First, I go to JoAnn's and I select two pieces of fabric, one with a butterfly print and the other one with a solid color to match and go with it. Then, as this is my first time doing a project like this, I go ahead and draw up my plans on my handy dandy sketchbook. And I go ahead and write my notes so I could figure out and determine how I'm going about this project. I first start out with the plan of using the bottom corner as a test to see if I needed an exact 6 inches or if I can get away with less. Then I go ahead and cut off the selvage edge, which you don't need, and then I toss that. Here I'm testing out a 1 inch by 4 inch strip, which turned out to be too short, and then I tried a 5 inch, and then eventually I just ended up going with 6 inches so that I can get the pieces through the loop for making the knots. Once I figured that out, I go ahead and cut out a 6 by 6 inch square for the bottom two corners where I'd expect the feet to go. Then I cut 1 inch by 6 inch strips between the two corners, as well as 1 inch by 6 inch strips going up along the sides. And I do this for both pieces of fabrics. And I did have to take breaks in between because my hands were getting tired of cutting through this fabric. Even though this fabric isn't difficult to cut, for some reason the scissors I was using was just giving my hands a hard time. A super important thing to note about this project is that you want to make sure that your pretty sides are facing outwards and the ugly sides are on the inwards. And I had a hard time being able to tell with the solid fabric, so the way I was able to figure it out was by kind of curling it or bending it to see if the fuzzy side is on the right side. The ugly side is going to be more flat, and that's how I figured out the ugly side, whereas the printed fabric, the ugly side is a little more faded. Lastly, I go ahead and just knot all the strips. I also decide to cut off another 6 by 6 inch square where I expect they had to be because I don't want to have to undo the strips and redo the strips each time my child wants to go in and out of the sleeping bag. I'm thinking of this as kind of being a sleep sack in a sense, where you just kind of climb into it and worm your way down to the bottom or pull the bottom up towards you kind of thing, and not have to undo and redo the knots. On the other side, I go ahead and just make knots all the way up to the top. And last point I want to make is just that this DIY project did not turn out perfect for me, and I just still really like the way it turned out. I love the color combinations and everything, and I really didn't want to cut off the excess material simply because it didn't really bother me that one side seemed longer than the other. I don't think the bolts of fabric were exactly the same length once you cut off these selvages, so I just left it as is, and I just said to myself, it's fine the way it is. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and it's still beautiful regardless. So I really love the way that this turned out. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.